Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Martin Pavey here, your confidence coach. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread the love. I think we can feel that whatever stage that we're at, we always feel like we need to add just that little tiny something more into the equation, that is going to be the solution. I believe that this is a mistake, because we don't value ourselves as people. We don't really trust ourselves very much. We don't necessarily believe that we have that much to offer. But skills are skills, and you've already in your life garnered certain experience that you can already use. It's always absolutely crucial to start with what you've got. And I think what you can observe online is that the world and his wife want to add in new information, but they also want to kind of draw you in to their web, into their way of doing things. And there's a lot of information that's put out to try and distract you, or even potentially discourage you. And now that I think we're all a bit more used to how things work online, and we know that there's a lot of sensationalism that goes on. And particularly when there are certain accounts that will literally do nothing but post quotes from other people. And we can't really go back and verify where and when such and such a person actually said something, or even if they said it at all. But there is a quote that goes around, and it's attributed to Einstein, and it's that insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting different outcomes. But it's bullshit. We use the example of the gym here, that what you're basically doing whenever you train at the gym, no matter how often you do it or how heavily, whatever you do it, you're basically doing roughly the same exercises, and you're doing them over and over and over again. And eventually they have a cumulative effect that the amount that you do is actually represented far greater in, how you look, how you feel, how you function, etc., etc. And it's the same thing with building a following, with building a business. You already have things to offer, and it's absolutely vital that you actually acknowledge that for yourself, because if you don't, nobody else is going to. And today's been a bit of a weird day because it's been sort of raining off and on, and I've been watching various things on YouTube, and I've actually just, how YouTube recommendations work, that you'll just kind of, something will catch your attention and then you'll binge watch, as I've just been doing. And this particular channel that I found is of a Utah company that does tandem skydives. And it's just so fascinating watching the reactions of the people who are doing the jumps, and even the men who work at this company who are doing the tandem skydives, with obviously these people who are absolutely terrified. And it's particularly interesting, this one, because the setup is they're on the top of a cliff, and they edge right to the very, very edge of the rock face before they go for gold. And you can just see that some people's hearts are absolutely in their mouths. They are so frightened. But every single one, of course, they end up taking the plunge. They leap off that mountain, and it's so impressive. And recording a YouTube video or engaging on some posts or putting out the content online, it's not the same proposition. But believe me, for millions and millions of people who want to get something going online, that's what's happening. The same circuitry is, the survival instinct really does kick in, and it prevents most people from ever doing anything. But if you've got a passion, an interest, some kind of service that you want to offer, whatever it is, it could be basket weaving, it could be eyebrow weaving, it could be absolutely anything. There will be people online who want to hear about what you have to speak about in your own way. And that's what I've always advocated for. That we each have a unique style of delivery. And yes, it might take a little while. With anything in the beginning, you're going to feel stupid. And there are some times that you might feel, oh, what's the point of me doing this? But I think the sheer act of getting things done, because I talked about gardeners, and they were here again today. And the beautiful thing is that we have a flat, basically, layer of, section of lawn, and then there's a slope that goes right down, literally into the river. We can walk into the river from the back of this building. And it's been overgrown, it's been covered, it's been concealed, but that slope it's always been there. And the thing was, today, they've cleared out most of the nettles and the overgrowth. It looks absolutely fantastic. It looks brilliant because it's functioning in the way that it's supposed to, and it's open and it's expansive and it's clear. And the view, because I'm on the top floor of the building, it's 2-story building. So there are ground floor flats and first floor flats. And I know Americans, I know you say first floor for ground and the second floor for the first. But anyway, whatever. However we put it, the view now is so beautiful and it's so satisfying. And all it took was a little conversation, a little nudge. And when I first had the conversation about sorting the garden out with the gardeners, the look of satisfaction on their faces, it's actually emblazoned on my mind, on my memory, because it doesn't actually take that much or that many steps to do something really amazing for yourself. And that is the point of all of it. What you need in order to achieve what you want, it's already there. It just needs to be utilized. People want to read books, I read books. People want to buy courses, I've bought courses. Fine. Always remember that the implementation is what matters, doing the thing. And I can't describe the feeling of what it feels like to do the things that you don't necessarily do, getting them done, and ending the day on that high, satisfying note. And we have the capacity to do that all the time. So the more that you do it, the simpler and easier things get, the more that you get done. So start valuing yourself, start trusting yourself, and like with the people jumping off this mountain, realize that you can and how amazing it will feel to actually do it. So thank you very much for listening. Please do like and subscribe and share if there's anything that you found useful or informative in this video. It really does help to spread the channel and spread wisdom. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Ciao for now.